Hello, hello, Pilot Talkers. I'm Pilot Mike, and welcome to the Pilot Talk Show, the vlog where we feature everything and everyone in aviation. Hello!
Good news, Pilot Talkers! My airline has finally resumed its regular flights to Sydney. I'm very excited, but before we even leave, there's a lot of preparation involved in this specific flight. What those preparations are, I'll tell you all about it in this episode. So like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Let's fly! I've been flying for almost 10 years, but to be honest, I still get chills every time I hear the engines come to life.
And like 4-4, SRS runway on
Ang sarap pakinggan, guys, and that feeling when you finally pull on the backstick, rotate, and lift off the ground.
So ayun mga Pilot Talkers, we just landed here in Sydney. Yay! Pero ang lakas ng crosswind kanina. Ito yung mga 10 knots yung direct crosswind. Sa runway 34 left, pero kayang-kaya. Salamat sa kape ni Frankie. Anyway, so ako naman yung magtatanong sa inyo. Kunyari kayo yung pilot nung aircraft. Then you are flying from Manila to Davao, pero somewhere along the way, bigla kayong nagka-problem. Kunyari namatay yung isang makina ninyo. Anong gagawin nyo at saan kayo maglaland? Comment your answer in the comment section below. So kung ang answer niyo is maglaland kayo sa Cebu, tama yan, or magda-divert kayo sa Cebu. Easy round lang ito kasi syempre alam niyo naman yung mga airport na malapit along the way from Manila to Davao, di ba? Pero this is not always the case, especially for longer flights. So for example, itong flight natin na ito, we flew from Manila to Sydney. What if may nangyari along the way and walang malapit na airport? Or kunyari, you're flying across a big body of ocean and meron nangyari somewhere along the way, saan na kayo maglaland ngayon? Dito papasok yung concept natin for this episode, which is yung EDTO. Ano ba yung EDTO? Hello! Sarap. Oh, sarap ng bakasyon mo ah. Hello!
Bye! See you on the
See ya! Oh, ang tagal ng ano natin, ng
Yes.
bagahe. Wala pa oh.
Patience is a virtue.
Medyo na-delay yung bags namin. Mga 24 minutes na kami naghihintay. Pero wala pa yan. On a normal flight, ang isang aircraft is within 60 minutes from a diversion airport with one engine inoperative. That means, if ever may mangyari somewhere along the way, within 1 hour, makakaland yung aircraft sa isang airport. Pero for longer routes, tulad nitong Sydney, it's already inefficient kung lagi mong lalapitan yung mga airports along the way. Kaya na-invento itong EDTO or Extended Diversion Time operations. Aside from it being inefficient, hindi ka makakakuha ng direct route, it's also very unnecessary nowadays. Kasi yung mga aircraft natin are very reliable, especially yung engines niya, very reliable siya. So ito, papakita ko sa inyo yung EDTO.
Nakasakay na ba kayo, guys, sa isang eroplano and napaisip kayo, paano na kung may emergency? Makakaland kaya agad tayo? Well, if you are doing an EDTO flight or Extended Diversion Time operations, you may be flying more than 1 hour from an airport. So if these are the airports where you can land in case of emergency, and these circles represent the distance your aircraft can fly within 1 hour, it means that the moment you exit these circles, you will be more than 1 hour away from an airport where you can land. Matagal yun, guys, especially kung talagang may emergency. But no need to worry, and I'll explain why later.
Punta pa lang tayo, puno na yung bag mo. Kala ka pa magsha-shopping.
Uy, ang pogi naman ito, oh. Nagtanggal ng mask ko.
Ay, teka, zoom na natin. Ako smile. Ayan na, we're here to Sydney. But before we even got here, a lot of the preparation happened sa flight dispatch. Let's go back muna sa Manila.
Sa Manila pa lang, busy na kami preparing for the EDTO flight. We have to check the weather And we also have to check if there's a problem with the aircraft that may affect EDTO operations. So for example, we have a hydraulic overflow, so the captain and I discussed this discrepancy.
Okay, so as I was saying, hydraulic fluid overflow at Yellow Reservoir. We were monitoring this. Wala namang issues dito.
Once we get to the aircraft, we do some more checks. Makikita nyo rin na very busy ang mechanic. He is doing the PDSC or pre-departure service check, which is an inspection done right before an EDTO flight. Then, we're finally ready to fly to Sydney. I start selecting the diversion airports on my iPad. So, madadaanan natin ng Cebu, Davao, Ambon, Darwin, Cairns, Alice Springs, Brisbane, hanggang finally makakarating din tayo sa Sydney. This is one of the most important tasks ng isang pilot during a flight, to know where all the surrounding airports are. Of course, we also had to monitor our aircraft systems, especially right before entering the EDTO part of our flight. And now we are finally ready to enter our EEP1 or EDTO Entry Point 1.
When we wake, hear the birds and see the sun. Side by side our fears are done. Oh, the good times just begun. We know what we have, let's hold on tight. Found what we're looking for in life. Call us crazy.
Pilot Mark was nice enough to let me rest first kasi sakto ang end ng rest period sa sunrise. Sobrang ganda. So before I start working again, I open the box Pilot Frankie sent me for this flight so I can enjoy my coffee while watching the sunrise.
We don't need no more. Even in the hard times, you and I can weather any storm.
So I guess we have a bit of time para i-discuss yung history ng EDTO. So, back when EDTO started, usually ang ginagrantan lang ng EDTO was yung mga tri-jet na mga airliners. Because they had 3 engines, that means meron silang isang extra engine in case mamatay yung isa. While yung mga twin jets naman, they were relegated to short-haul flights. Flights na are within 60 minutes of an airport. Pero as the technology progressed, naging more and more reliable yung mga engines natin. Hanggang sa eventually, nabigyan na rin ng, may pa-take off. Hanggang sa eventually, nabigyan na rin ng EDTO approval yung mga twin jet airplanes natin. Kaya ngayon, tulad ng plane na gagamitin natin pabalik ng Manila, meron na yan mga EDTO approval, 180 minutes na. Kasi sobrang reliable na ng mga engines nitong aircraft na ito.
When you look outside the window, napakalawak talaga ng Australia. And wala kang makikitang airport kasi malayo. Our airline is approved to operate as much as 180 minutes from a diversion airport.
Ang tagal nun, 3 hours ka away from an airport na pwede mong landan. And then, meron mga, I think tinitest na ngayon yung up to 300 minutes or 5 hours away from a diversion airport. Pero kayo mga pilot talkers, anong opinion nyo dito? Can you believe na pag nagkaroon ng emergency, an aircraft can be as far as 3 hours away from a landing? Is that too long? Yes or no? Parang it sounds like a lot na 3 hours away ka from a diversion airport. Pero not really naman because of how reliable the planes are. Plus, yung 180 minutes or 3 hours away from an airport, maximum certification din yun. Pwede ka rin naman mas malapit like 2 hours away or 1.5 hours away. Pero certification lang yun, maximum distance from an airport.
There are a lot of requirements for EDTO operations, but they are necessary so that passengers can have peace of mind. Thank you guys for watching all the way to the end. Sana may natutunan kayo sa episode today. Like and subscribe. Again, I'm Pilot Mike, and this is the Pilot Talk Show. Bye!
100, 50, 40, 30.